Welcome, everyone, to today's show. A boomer and a Gen Xer walk into a bar, coming to you from the Rabbit Hole Studio, where you, as our listeners, will experience some wit and wisdom, some smartassery, and a mother and a daughter questioning, are we even related? You'd think we'd know by now, but we're still questioning that.
The DNA test is still out.
That's right. My name is Jane Burt. My co-host is my daughter, Bobbi. And for the next several minutes, hey, we're here to talk and entertain. And Bobbi, I see you've got your emotional support chicken. What's his name today?
Today, his name is Brady.
Brady. Now, where did we?
He has a little bow tie.
Is that his? Now we are in the process of recording around Halloween. Actually, it is Halloween. And so this show won't drop until later on. But just so you know, he's got his Halloween costume on.
He does. He's got his little bow tie. He's going to be one of the doctors from Doctor Who. That's who he is. That's why he has the bow tie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
After my favorite Doctor, the 11th Doctor.
The 11th Doctor. Yes. I don't even know what that means.
The actor's Matt Smith. And he played the 11th Doctor on Doctor Who. So, yeah.
Have you seen that, Dr. Domain? You've seen Doctor Who?
No, I was sleeping. Sorry, what?
Oh. Never mind. We know what you do behind the keyboard there. Keyboard, not keyboard.
So it'll be a little bit after Halloween when this one comes out. So
it'll be after Thanksgiving, probably.
You guys are actually headed south for the winter.
We will be, yeah. So we're gonna take a little vacation middle of November.
A little vacation.
No, this is true.
From December till April.
No, that's not.
No, it's fine.
No, we're gonna go down to Branson for about 4 days, Branson, Missouri, and we're gonna hang out down there. And we've been to Branson multiple times.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna head on down to Memphis, and we've been to Memphis multiple times, but we've got the motorhome, and so we're gonna do that. And then we're going to unhook the car. Well, it'll be unhooked anyway, but unhook the car, and me and the dogs will head back to Iowa so that I can be with my children and grandchildren over the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
And Dr. Domain will head on down with the motorhome to Georgia, and he'll spend time with his boys down there for the holidays. So it'll all work out.
But after that, you will be heading back down to get away from the winter cold.
After that, we'll be heading back down. Yeah. And we'll be then we'll be operating from the Rabbit Run studio, won't we?
Yep, we sure will. So get ready for
a little technical hubbub going on when that happens. Yeah. So today we've kind of looked into a topic today, and we're both. I don't know if we both are, but I will tell you, when this stuff pops up on my screens in my social networking, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Why are you doing this? So what are we talking about today, Bob?
So I know a lot of people have seen, the memes making fun of it, saying, hey, can you post some pictures without a filter and makeup? Because if you go missing, we don't know who we're looking for.
We can't even put your picture on the milk carton.
Yeah, we can't put it on the news because, you look like, I don't know, Cyndi Lauper in the pictures, and you look like Beetlejuice in real life. I mean, how are we supposed to find that? How are we supposed to know which one we're looking for?
I know. So we were talking about some of the things that people do. And, when I see them come up on social networking, this is absolutely true. We had somebody that is a mutual friend of ours come up, and I was like, who is that? Is that her sister? Is that
her older mother?
Is that her cousin or something? Because, wow, first of all, she's lost about 110 pounds. And then secondly, is that how she wears her hair? And her skin don't look like that. Yeah. I've seen her up close.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
It's catfishing. It's catfishing on a whole new level, where you're using your own basic body and face.
Yeah.
But you're altering it to the point where, how would we recognize you? And, they actually have a term for it, for the makeup, when people use the makeup to reshape their face, reshape their nose, things like that. It's called catfishing makeup.
No way.
Yeah, it's a term used on TikTok. It describes a makeup style that involves bronzing the temples and cheekbones, using brown eyeshadow for a reverse cat eye, and some other steps where it actually changes the shape of your face.
So I've seen like those reality shows, like the Desperate Housewives that aren't really desperate and they think they're oppressed and they're not, and they think that their life is so rough.
I only got one new BMW this year.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me walk from here to the door. Anyways, so if you see them on those reality shows with no makeup on, you're kind of going, "Oh shoot, what happened there?"
And I've done that in real life, where I've had people on Facebook or TikTok, and I've seen them, and then I see them in real life, and I'm like, "Oh, wait, sorry, hi,
yeah,
who are you?
Are you so and so? Because I don't remember."
No, don't get me wrong. I do use filters. I use like the cute ear filters, things like that. But when it comes
that look
to
like a dragon, or
but when it comes to makeup, I mean, I am woefully ignorant on how to actually apply regular makeup. Now, Halloween makeup, I can go for days.
Yeah, you do a great job with Halloween.
I
makeup.
do, and I'm gonna pump myself up. I do great special effects makeup.
You do,
but
it's really
regular
good.
Makeup, I'm lost. I
Well-
am a lost kid in downtown New York City with nowhere to go. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, I've been wearing makeup a long time, obviously, and so putting on makeup is no big deal to me. But with that said, I don't use filters ever. And
Right.
I remember
And
your
you
sister.
hate me using
I
filters
hate
when I
it
take
when
pictures.
somebody uses
You're like,
filters.
retake that picture
Retake
without the filter.
Yeah. If you take one with me in it with a filter, well, and and I'm not bragging on myself, but I will say I think I look pretty good. But your sister took
Pretty
a
good, yeah.
Your sister took a picture one time, and I said, "Is that a filter? Take that filter off." And she goes, "It's not a filter, Mom. That's just you." And I go, No, it isn't. Take the filter off. And so I feel pretty good right now. I mean, I'm getting older.
We just had this discussion
older,
upstairs.
and I
You're
got
like,
some skin
how,
starting.
how old do I look to you? Because I found more wrinkles. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you look like 55.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
mean,
definitely
you're
not.
definitely way older than that. But
Oh, you act like I'm 110 for crying out
get
loud.
your walker, Grandma.
Yeah. Oh,
And
that's
and here's the thing though, Dr. Domaine's sitting here, and he actually has the male version of the makeup catfishing, which is beard baiting.
Oh, what is that?
So that is when guys have beards. It's also called beard fishing, and it's using a beard to deceive others online or in person, similar to the traditional catfishing. It helps hide physical features like a lack of a jawline, pimply skin, or even distract from a bald head.
Oh, so when somebody meets them
They've got this glorious beard. They look like this big, gruff guy. Like
online,
or even in person, you see the beard, and then one day you see him with it shaved, and it's like,
what happened there?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened? What happened you? What happened you?
So it's not just women; it's men too that participate in this.
Oh,
How do I fit in that? I wasn't
because you have
following
facial
that.
hair.
You have
It's
facial
a
hair.
goatee, first of all. It's not a beard.
Okay,
No.
but it's facial hair.
But
And
it's-
it distracts. It changes the shape of your jawline. It hides the fact. I'm not saying you don't, but it would hide the fact if you don't have an upper lip, if your chin goes into your chest directly. I mean, you can't tell that when there's facial hair
That's
there.
true. That is true.
And it distracts from baldness.
So I need to shave.
And no,
No.
absolutely
Shave.
not.
No.
But you did shave one time. You shaved everything off one time.
And I was
Didn't
gonna ask that.
me.
I was
He
gonna
didn't
ask that.
Ask me about it.
I'll
Or if he
shave-
did,
I'll
I
shave for next show.
you what?
He's gonna shave for the next show.
No, you're not. No, you're not. So anyway, he shaved everything off. And he came in and I just looked at him and I didn't say anything. And I just kind of looked at him and I just said, "Don't do that again." Don't ever do that again.
No.
And it wasn't that you
Why?
looked badly. You looked like you were 15 years younger than me. And I can't take that. Okay. I just can't take it.
Yeah.
And I've seen guys, that look really, really good with these beards, and then they shave them off. They have no chin. They have no jawline.
Right.
They look
Or
like
they
they're
have-
15 years old, and it's just like...
They're covering stuff up. And it's
Yeah.
like, just be yourself, man. Just be yourself. But Dr. Domain, we've said before, shaves his head. He's
Yeah.
bald, which I find very attractive, Dr. Domain. I love the fact that he's got a mustache and a goatee. I think it's cool. I think it's cool on guys. Now, when it gets a lot longer than that, I'm not
You gotta
into
trim
it.
it.
I don't like
Now,
that.
when you guys first started, I know that it goes way back, but I'm saying when you both first started talking like dating wise,
Yeah.
did he have the facial hair like where you hadn't seen what his face actually looks like?
He had almost like a 5 or 6 o'clock shadow all the time.
Now, how
And
long
and a
before
mustache.
you actually saw what his face looked like now?
Probably a year before he shaved it,
Wow.
and I went, "Don't do that again."
And now, how long before you saw her without all her makeup?
Oh, immediately.
Oh, 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't
And a
care
lot of
about
people
that.
aren't like that.
Yeah.
Dating
Well,
nowadays.
she looks good without makeup. I don't know why she even wears makeup. That's
Oh,
I guess.
he's blind.
Can we just not
Blind
do this
in
right
one
now? Anyways,
Can't see out the other.
but a lot of people, especially in the dating scene now, you see each other once, maybe twice a week. You glam yourself up for them. You got all the makeup on. You got the contours. The guy does, the beard shaped just
Yeah.
right. And you look good for each other. You don't know what each other actually looks like until
Right.
you're so far into it that it's kind of rude to back out at that point.
You're so far into it. It's like, I got to show you something
And
here,
listen,
and I don't want
know,
you to get real
I know
scared.
women that will not take off their makeup
I know
around
women
someone
who
they're
won't
dating.
take their clothes off in the light with a man, even
Yeah.
when they're married.
I mean, it's like,
So,
what are we?
what?
Why
What's
are we
going
trying to
on?
trick people? Like, I get the insecurities, I get things like that, but you got to own your ugliness. Like, if you have something that you think is ugly, own it, shred it, be like,
I'm proud of
It
this.
all
proud of
started
it.
with Eve. She's the one that screwed it up.
How
right?
so? How did
Well,
Eve?
Here we go.
because they were ashamed of their body. They had to wear like.
They had to
fig-
wear the fig leaf
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
And before
well,
that, it was they let her hang out.
Yeah.
You know,
That's probably true.
so it's all your
I
fault.
Shame
got,
on
okay,
her.
I got something to
Shame
say about
on
that
her.
story. They say that Eve ate the apple. Well, then why do lion men have an Adam's apple in their throat?
Well, because they swallowed the lie. That's why.
Exactly.
So I got to tell you this. So when I was single, before I met Dr. Domain, actually before I was married to my last husband, I did online dating a little bit. And
I just
It's
took
funny.
a drink and I almost spit it out.
It's funny because women will post pictures of themselves and you kind of go, I know her and she don't look like that, but that's not my problem. And then men will post what they possess.
Here's
They'll
a
take
picture of the fish
my
I
car. Here's my car.
Here's the
the
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
Here's my motorcycle.
Here's the deer I got.
Here's the deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even post themselves. And
No.
if they do,
It's
like
half the
looking-
face.
or it's looking up into their hairy nose, and it's like that's the best.
or
you
looking
can do.
down where they're looking down at
Yeah,
their
and they
lap
got
and
4
taking the
chins.
picture. And it's like,
And you just want to help them, right? It's like, first of all, I don't need to see your possessions because I don't need your possessions, okay? We're not doing any of that. But secondly, that's the best picture you got. No one could help you with this, and you went online with
and
that.
I've seen women strike back on the online dating where you see so many guys holding like the fish that they caught up, so women will hold up things that they have like a fish, so
Yeah.
they'll be like, here's the rutabaga I found at the grocery store, and they'll post it on their online dating site.
Here's a package of carrots I plan on using
But I mean,
later.
online dating is wild, and it's one reason that I do not cross that threshold. I won't. I've had friends coworkers that I work with that have
What
threatened.
threshold? You won't even go on.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
No.
not true. You would go on a date.
Why?
But you
Why
wouldn't.
is it so
You're not
taboo?
doing online.
No, I will not do online
I don't
dating.
blame
Why
you.
is it so taboo? What? What
Because
is it?
it's not that it's taboo. It's just that
I think you've
as
got
a
people who are
woman-
easier to lie.
Well,
online.
and here's the thing: as a woman, and it doesn't matter how gorgeous, fabulous you look on your online dating profile. Once guys see that, I don't know how to put this right. The unsolicited,
downhill
the
from
I'm
unsolicited,
looking for the censor button.
the
Hold on.
unsolicited pictures in the inbox are immediate
yeah,
and constant.
it's true.
It
That
is.
is true. They start sending dick pics and all kinds of
immediately.
stuff. Immediately.
Before even saying,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Anything like that, there's a dick pic.
How
Yeah.
do you know this?
Because it happened to me.
Because it's happened to
It
all my
happens to our
friends.
friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's like a common thing. And it's like, I mean,
Well,
first thing
those
you
are,
have
those
to
are
say.
the ones you don't want. That's
But
an
that-
easy
but
filter,
you-
right?
yeah,
And then you
but
just go
I mean, you have to
blocked or-
filter through it. You
Oh, yeah.
have to open that message
Is there
box.
that much?
Yes.
Is
Oh,
there
yes.
actually that
Yes.
much
Yes.
content
Yes.
of
Yes.
these idiots?
I have an entire file folder on my phone of pics that I give to my
You need to
friends.
get rid of 'em.
That I give to my friends to immediately send back if they get an unsolicited pic.
Oh.
Because it's like you traumatize me, I'm traumatizing you right back.
I thought
baby.
you were going to go, I have these pictures, so when my friends get them, I can go, oh, I know him.
We've done that before, though. Do you recognize
recognize
this?
him.
Yeah.
Oh, my
But I
goodness.
had a coworker threaten, quote unquote, me to use my pictures on Facebook and make an online dating profile for me because she's so convinced that I need to go on dates.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I will hunt you down and murder you.
Yeah.
Like you have no
Yeah.
idea.
We got
I've,
people.
I've seen guys, that I know that sit there, won't even look at their phone and will constantly just swipe right until someone messages them. They won't even look at the person. They're just like, hey, it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
So is the opposite true? Do you get like tit pics too?
You wish.
I assume.
Well, I don't know.
No, I think they do. No, I think they do.
You think so?
Yes.
Because I've
No, I
I've
think
never known
women
my
send
friends.
stuff. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm
Women
sure that
send
some
stuff.
do.
Let's not act like they don't.
I'm sure that some do. And
Yeah.
here's the bad
so now
thing, though,
Dr.
is
Domain's going to go put an account out there.
So
if I can see boobies, I'm
I
going to
met-
put an account out
I
there.
met my ex online.
You
Like,
what?
Yeah, this is like 25 years ago.
so was
We
it
don't.
on like?
I'm
This
just
is a
going
long
to
time
say
ago.
this right now.
It was
No
a
one
long time
cares
ago.
about your ex.
Was
No,
it
I'm
on
just
Plenty
saying.
of
We're
Fish?
talking.
Was it on Tinder? Was it
No,
on
no, it was Match.
Match?
Yeah, like when it first started. I think I had like a free trial.
And then
I'm like,
see how that
sure.
worked out, how that came full circle. Then you had to just light a match to get rid of it.
But we don't talk about that. Allegedly.
So I just want to. So I.
My
Yeah.
point was, it's been around for a long time.
It has.
And
It has.
I didn't send out a single dick pic or receive a single tit pic. So
well, that's good. You're one of the very few. And
you
it
missed
wasn't.
out on that whole phase.
I'm not
I
saying
did.
I
I
don't
got-
think it was as prevalent back then. I don't think it was
either.
because this
No,
new generation has got audacity on top of audacity.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
It is, and
It's crazy.
And
It's
but
a-
you
It's
know,
like-
and there are regular catfishers out there. There are the catfishers
Yeah.
that use someone else's picture.
And some
say,
tried to
"This
get me
is
on Match, and it was either Match or one of the other ones that I was on when I was dating. And yeah, I had a couple of guys
Yeah,
who did.
and you show up and you're looking around for them, you know, according to their picture, and there's some, 70-year-old guy with a walker, and it's like, this is not you.
Yeah.
like where did
No,
you steal this?
The guys that did it to me, they weren't even real. I mean, the pictures they had stolen, and you know, they
Right.
were trying to get my money and all that
Oh, yeah.
stuff. And it was like if
That's
they
an
only
immediate
knew
red
that I had
flag.
$1.57, come on.
Wait,
But-
there was someone in the neighborhood in Georgia was talking about, who was it? Was it
I don't
Auburn
remember.
or some? There was a guy actually driving around the neighborhood looking for so and so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Our neighbor did say that.
Did Auburn?
Yeah.
Someone mentioned that, and they like would go around looking for the
For
person.
people.
And these people are driving for. I mean, sound like he was out of state or something like that.
Trying to find where they're supposed to meet this catfisher.
oh my god,
horrible.
it is.
So I was going to say that I did have a situation when I was online with, I think it was Match, and I met this guy at a restaurant, and when you were talking about what they don't look like, you know.
I think you told us about this.
No, this is a different one. This is a different one.
Mom.
And so I walked in and I immediately did not like him. He was arrogant and I just didn't like him. And I sat down and he goes, "Oh, you look better than your pictures online." I go, "Thank you." He goes, "What about me?" And I didn't say anything. And he goes, "Do I look like my pictures?" I go, "No." And he goes, "Do I look worse?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I thought I looked pretty much like that." "No, you don't." And it was like all I could do to just get out of there because it wasn't even close.
See, and I'm the kind of person that if I walk in and see a discrepancy and you know, whether it be an arrogance or a narcissist or even a looks discrepancy, I'm one to look at him and be like, no, and I will turn around and walk away. I won't even give him the chance because you started out lying. You didn't even have to lie.
Right.
You got liabilities at this point. I don't want to catch it.
You're lying out your liar's hole and you keep on lying. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm with you. But there are some different things out there that I was asking you about earlier called shape shifting.
Oh, yeah.
In general, I mean, it can be a descriptive or informal term for someone who like literally changes their appearance. Not just their face, but they're wearing different wigs all the time. They're
wearing body shapers like Spanx.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about Spanx. Have you ever worn
the
Spanx?
Incident? Let's talk about the incident first of all. Do you remember the incident? The cousin incident?
Just a minute. Yes. So Dr. Domain, do you know what Spanx are? Do you know what Spanx are?
No, I don't.
They're like almost like what in olden days women used to wear girdles or corsets.
Yeah.
You know, these are
They're
almost
body
like
shapers.
Body shapers.
Okay.
And they're super tight.
So they suck you in
they
here
suck you in.
and push you up
push
here
out, push you out everywhere else. So you look like a
busted can of biscuits.
Because everybody thinks, oh, it made my waist look thinner. Well, you look like a linebacker now because you pushed it all up to your shoulders.
Where's it going to go? Where do you think that goes?
I don't know where they think it goes.
It goes out the other ends. So is what happens.
What situation do you remember with the Spanx?
Okay, so
because I had a situation in Omaha.
My cousins went with you.
Oh gosh,
on a trip. And one of them had the body shaper. I don't know if it was a Spanx actual one.
I had never worn one before.
One of them had the body shaper, and they go to put it on, and it's the top shaper, and they get stuck.
This was me.
Okay, you get stuck halfway through it. Your arms are stuck above your head.
And it's under my armpits.
It's under your armpits. You can't unroll it.
It is
You're
so
stuck,
tight.
and you come out just, I need help.
Yeah.
I need help. That is a cousin story for the
my gosh.
ages.
Yeah, my two nieces were there, Bobby's cousins, and I'm not kidding you. So I go in the bathroom and I'm thinking, I've never worn a Spank before.
I
don't even know. I'll try it
Yeah.
out. Let's see what we got here. And I get to my armpits, and you know how something is so tight. I mean, you're like pulling, and it's between my armpits and my boobs. I can't get it on my boobs. I can't pull it back up over my shoulders, and I'm walking out, and my arms are out like I am the Hulk, you know. And I'm walking out going, I need help. Well, by that time, everything below that Spank, my boobs, my waist, everything looks like a can of biscuits.
It's all just pushed down.
It's all been pushed down. And that was the one and only experience I've ever had with Spanx. I've never worn. I mean, I don't even understand it.
You're a thin person anyway. Like I wear a tank shaper usually every day, but that's honestly because my chesticles need help staying up at
your
my
buoys.
age. My buoys, my catch-alls. The bras just aren't doing it all the time. So I do wear, and it's not super tight. It's not anything else, but it does help just kind of
just helps hold you in place.
Helps lift the girls a little bit so they're off my stomach. Okay. I know mom doesn't have a lot of experience with this, but us bigger chested women have an issue with things laying where they're not supposed to lay.
Oh, and there's a pork chop bone under there.
You know how many times
I've been looking for that.
You know how many times I've hidden things underneath my boobs? There's my chapstick.
Oh my God. I put it under there for safekeeping.
But I've never hidden that fact. Like it's not like a Spanx where it sucks in my waist and it makes me look like
my
thinner than I am. It just holds my boobies up. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all, folks. It just helps hold my boobies up.
It's like, but here's my question. So that was my experience with Spanx. Never put them on after. Never had them on before. Would not even consider that crap. And I just think, let's say that you're out on a date and you meet a guy and now you want to go home and get a little bit frisky.
How are you going to get it off?
First of all, how are you getting it off? And secondly, you think he ain't going to notice that when you take that
You think
stuff
he
off?
ain't gonna notice the boom
Yeah.
when you lift it up and it just all falls out?
Yeah, it's like, oh, that
you got
candle just
73
melted.
cents
Yeah,
and
you
you're
go,
just-
it's like,
You hear the change drop on the floor that you dropped in your bra earlier, and
I mean, have you ever? Okay, so I'm going to ask you, Dr. Domain.
oh Lord,
Have you ever gotten home with a date and you guys are getting ready to get a little frisky and you find out that she's wearing, some tight stuff that you didn't even think about, that it's like, what the heck?
No,
No?
I can't say I have. No.
You must have just dated little girls,
Mm-hmm.
little
little
women.
little
skinny women.
things. Or they were bigger and they just didn't hide it.
They didn't hide it, yeah.
Yeah,
And I have more respect for that, to be honest with you. Don't hide it. I mean, if it's yours, it's yours. Own
Yeah.
it. You're going to own it anyway. But
Well, and I mean, there's other things like the super padded bras that
Yeah.
give you an extra cup size.
yeah,
That's a lie.
it is a lie.
I
Yep.
mean, even something, if we want to really go into it, even something as simple as contacts.
yeah.
Contacts are like, I wear contacts.
Yeah.
I know people that wear colored contacts.
Different colors. Like, I don't have blue
Things
eyes.
like
I
that.
didn't put blue
That's
in
a
today.
lie.
Yeah.
Because I wear glasses. I failed the seeing test. Okay.
And I'm not gonna. I am gonna kind of go after women here a little bit. We expect men to be so truthful and so honest with
Right.
us and be so upfront, and
And those
know,
aren't even your eyebrows.
and those. Yeah, you're gonna take that tape off the back of your neck, and your neck is gonna come forward.
You just put the tape
We-
on.
We used to have our pictures taken, and if Bobby and my daughter Modesty were standing next to me,
We used to
I
have to
would
grab
say,
the back of
put
her
your
neck."
arm around me and grab the back of my throat and pull my skin back so that the picture looks like I don't have a
I
bunch of skin
forgot
on my
about
neck.
that.
But my point is this, okay? Quit coming after me on this. But my point is this, that we expect men, and men are just as phony, don't get me wrong, but we expect men to be open and honest and all of that stuff with us, and we can't even show them
Our true face.
Our true face. We can't show them our true fingernails, our true boobies. We can't show
Sometimes our voice. We
yeah.
change our voice for them.
You know, we're putting in butt pieces just to get our butts up there.
Right.
So and it's like, what
And
the
let's
hell?
not even get started on plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, what a horrific thing to have.
It's crazy.
Anybody that actually changes the foundation of who they are, like goes in for, the bone scrapings, things like that, don't come talk to me.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
Everything
Unless
you
it's
mentioned
medically.
so far is kind of amateur.
What do you mean?
Well,
What
I
do
mean,
you-
it's temporary, but
Yeah.
more like what Bobby's mentioning. It's like, and then you're committed.
A facelift.
You're trying to do
See,
something
I would do a
permanent to
facelift
yourself.
just because I don't like
Yeah.
the wrinkles,
Well,
and I
mean,
probably plan on
But
doing
some are
a
really
facelift.
extreme, like that one lady we saw with the big lips. It looked like she had
the
hemorrhoids on her face.
injections.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
injections in the lips,
or
and
even
she
like
has
where
the
they
world's
have their
largest
jaw,
lips.
they'll have the bone of their jaw
Yeah.
like shaved down because their jawline
That's
isn't
commitment.
right.
There
That
you go.
That is wrong. That
That's
is so wrong to
so
me. That
wrong.
is changing literally the base of who you are.
And if you do it when you're younger, and
Well,
you
how is
think
that different than any other form of mutilation?
because
well,
it's permanent.
it's
like-
permanent. But here's the other
Like
thing.
tattoos.
It's like tattoos and
You
rings
do that
and all
when
that.
you're 22, 23 years old. What do you think your babies are going to come out looking like?
Oh,
Here
yeah,
comes
and
this
you-
ugly.
you look like a supermodel.
Winston Churchill baby
and
comes
your,
out.
your husband doesn't know that you do not look like a supermodel without all the plastic
he's
surgery.
expecting this
You pop out a
super
couple
cute-
babies that look like the hills have eyes, and all of a sudden you have to explain how genetics work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Yeah, that's kind of an extreme form. Now, if we're talking like tattoos and rings, first of all, piercings can be removed. You can really tell
Right.
what a person looks like.
You can take
beyond
makeup
the
off.
piercings.
But that's not always the case. Like, who was that freak we saw on TV the other day?
freak.
Had these huge,
Gauges.
like
Gauges.
cock rings or something in his
They
ears
were
or whatever.
gauges.
They're called
They're not
gauges.
gauges, okay.
Yeah, my cousins have
But
those.
those stay.
Yeah, they stretch out your ears
Yeah.
permanently.
Okay, so they're permanent.
Yeah.
Well, if
That's
you
what I'm
take
saying.
them
Yeah, it's
out,
permanent.
the skin would shrink up a little bit, but those
Yeah.
big holes
But
are
they're still
there.
permanent.
Yeah.
That's
And
commitment.
tattoos, I mean, yeah, they cover, your skin, but they don't
I've got some
alter
that
your
cover
body.
scars. I've got some that cover
I do
scars.
too.
Yeah.
Most of my tattoos cover a scar.
I had some ugly scars from surgeries and stuff, and it was like, I want to cover
I don't
that
think
up.
there's any procedure that's out there that you can't tell it's been done.
Really?
It might be hard.
Can you tell mine's been done?
Can you tell she's had her entire face
Can you
scraped
tell
off?
that my eyes were down here before my facelift? Now
Can
they're
you
way
tell
up.
that they had to rebuild
But
her
what
belly
I'm-
button?
What I'm saying is,
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They
it shouldn't
did.
come as a surprise.
I mean, but,
Oh my
but
goodness!
if you look at
really?
okay,
you used
let's
to be
say
a
me.
man. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's
a whole different show.
different show.
But I mean, if you look at me and I'm covered in tattoos, I have a lot of tattoos, but you can tell that I have tattoos. You can tell that they are covering
Right.
some parts of my skin.
Right.
It's not like I can hide a fifth head.
Well, it's not
or
like you're
any-
wearing
or,
your
you know-
boob
I'm
on
talking
an
like
arm.
a nose job or something like that.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
some of them are pretty good, but I think at the end of the day, you'll probably be able to figure it out.
So I'm going to mention here real
Maybe.
quick.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
There's
Maybe.
called, we've talked about filtered faces, and there's called an Instagram face.
Yep.
And those are
Instagram
popular
models.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are popular culture terms used to describe, that specific look that they want to achieve. And that's through cosmetics or procedures, or even, like you said, having your bones moved and
Right.
things like that. There is a BTU. It's called Beautification Technology Use. This academic term refers specifically to the digital editing and retouching of virtual portraits through smart devices and apps.
So like what they do on magazine covers and stuff
Like when you do
that.
like old black and white ancestor photos.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And it is kind of cool, but it is very misleading. And then like Dr. Domain, I had a picture on my Facebook, and he took it and he, with AI, I think you animated it and put a squirrel in my kitchen, and then everybody was like, "You have a squirrel in your kitchen?" No, I don't. That was
Did you
AI.
see it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
People were
and-
going crazy, Gene.
And AI is a whole nother world.
I was
Yeah.
like
It
5
really
minutes
is.
at work just
Yeah.
to deceive all your
Right.
It's crazy.
goofball friends.
But I mean, like, face to face, person to person, there's a lot of things that people are doing. And I guess I don't understand it, because if I'm on a date, if I'm, trying to attract somebody, you got to get the real me.
You got to get to know them, and
You got to
you
get
want
the
to
real
know
me
the real them.
immediately, because
You're not dating just to date. You're dating to
we're
find
not,
somebody.
yeah, well, and we're not meeting at my peak and everyth's downhill from there.
Right,
Okay, we're
right.
meeting at the bottom of the hill,
And
and
maybe
we're
I'm gonna
only
get
way
better.
to go is up. So.
But I think, what it boils down to is how we handle filters. And there, obviously with AI, there is a fear out there, because you can make anybody sound like the president of
Right.
the United
You
States.
can make anybody say
look like
anything.
anybody, say anything,
Yeah.
any movement. We found that out with the squirrel, didn't we, Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Domain? And I think we just have to do some impression management and control the images that we present. There's also what's called, it's kind of a practice that can be associated with the term like Snapchat dysphoria or filter dysphoria. And
Is that like body dysmorphic dysphoria?
no, but it's almost a mental health. It's almost in a mental health context where individuals become so accustomed to their altered image, that they, in their minds, think that that's their natural appearance.
yeah,
And so that can
I get that.
obviously, become an issue for people.
especially somebody who posts 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, and they do use those filters. Now, there is something that I did explain to my teenage son, because he always said, why do I look like this in pictures and I see myself this way? We all have a little bit of a tiny touch of, the body dysmorphic disorder. So when
Right.
we look at ourselves, we're not seeing ourselves as other people see us.
Right.
We're not seeing, we have a
think
different view.
But I think women are different than men, because I think men can have this big old dad bod with a big old gut hanging out, and they get a picture of themselves and they go, I look mighty good. And we get a picture of ourselves, and
that's
we're
more
like,
self-confidence.
oh my gosh,
I think that's more of a
horrid.
self-confidence thing.
Do you?
I do.
Because I think it's different for men and women.
I do,
really
because
do. You think men are more confident with their bodies, even if they're... No, I do, because why do you have that dad bod and you think you look hot?
If that was the case,
of course, you like dad bods.
I do. But if that was the case, then we wouldn't have these men waxing and shaving. We wouldn't have these men who are at the gym 5 days a week trying to change the shape of their body. We wouldn't have these men growing beards and trimming their eyebrows and things like that.
Stay healthy.
I think that there is an underlying problem with men, but it's not as pronounced as with women because, men are more shove those feelings down, put them in a jar, and eventually they'll go away.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it. They especially don't talk about it with other men because it's seen as a weakness.
Don't you think that our society, whether it's through social networking or even through the news media or, anything that you see on TV, movies and stuff, that it kind of does cause that dysphoria in the kids that are even growing up that think that they have to be
detrimental.
They have to be thin, or they have to be, a certain. I have to be tan, or I have to have blonde hair, or I have to have
Victoria's Secret.
Oh yeah,
one of the biggest problems I think in childhood, especially with women and young girls. Victoria's Secret is owned, operated, and run by a man,
right?
An old man
in Ohio.
An old man,
yeah.
And he tells these young girls what they're supposed to look like. He tells these young girls that thin is in, and if you don't have the perfect body and if you have thighs that touch, then you're wrong.
Right.
Screw you, dude.
Yeah.
But it pays. Like, what was that?
It pays.
What was that? What was the ad with the jeans? And geez, I'm totally botching it. The model.
The model that just got
before they had
ripped.
They had a
because
bongo jeans?
No, the one that just came
Eagle,
out
or no?
American Eagle, because they put a white gal out
and
in a pair
happened?
of thin jeans, and it was like, what's wrong with? I mean, who cares what color you are? They're showing jeans, and I don't care if you show me fat jeans. I don't care if you show me thin jeans. And why would anybody care?
Well, and they're going to look different on everybody.
White, and it was like, okay, we're all different, folks.
Yeah.
Every commercial is not going to have somebody who's black, Hispanic, Italian,
right?
Whatever. There's white people too.
No legs.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
And there are beautiful young women, my oldest daughter included, who are very thin. They've always been very thin. They don't have to work at it, as much as other people do. They still get crap.
Gets harassed for it.
She gets harassed.
Yeah,
oh, go eat a cheeseburger. Go eat something. You're so thin. You must be starving yourself, or you're going to go throw that up. First of all, this girl has always had a healthy appetite. I've seen her down food that a teenage boy could not eat.
Yeah.
And, she does get harassed for it. I think she's absolutely perfect.
And
I think she's beautiful.
The other thing is, she's not that thin. She's thin. She's thin. Don't get me wrong, but she's not like
anorexic.
Go eat
thin.
an M&M.
Yeah,
like
you're not seeing her collarbones,
right? You're not seeing any of that. I think she looks healthy, and I think she looks great.
And I wouldn't want her to worry about changing her body in order to fit into someone else's parameters,
right?
Because that would break my heart for her not to love herself.
Because they think that we fat shame somebody. We're not fat shaming anybody. We're just saying that's not what I want.
No,
okay.
And here's
I don't
here's
want
where
that.
we're shaming people. Be you.
Yeah, just
be you.
Just don't make you try to be me.
But if you love to wear makeup, wear makeup.
Yeah.
But be honest about it.
Right.
Don't be like, well, this is my face shape, and then you have a completely different face shape. And don't get me wrong. I watch some really amazing YouTubers that do makeup, mainly because I'm jealous. I don't know how to. But the stuff that they do, it's a real talent to be able to change an entire jawline or an entire nose with just makeup.
You're going to be shocked
That's a
at this
talent.
when I tell you this. So there is a YouTuber. He is a guy who wears makeup, and his name is Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few guys that can contour
I'll be
like
honest
there's no
with you,
tomorrow.
That's not my cup of tea to see men in women's
But he's so
clothing. and stuff.
good.
I'm not into that stuff.
the
I don't
makeup,
care.
he is so
You
good.
do
Yeah.
you, because I don't really care
You
what
do
you
you,
do.
boo-boo.
But don't come on me with this shit or with this stuff. But I got to be honest with you. The guy, first of all, he knows his makeup. And
He
it's
does.
Like, wow.
Yeah, and he can contour and shape, and it's just it's amazing.
It's amazing,
and that's cool.
What he does outside of that. That's his business.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not following
but that's
him
with
for that.
women though too. I mean, that's cool if you want to do that, but be honest with people. You know, I love to feel beautiful too. I know I'm just like a pile of heaping garbage most days because
Me too.
Listen, I roll out of bed. That's it. That's what you get.
It's like 15 minutes later. Let's go.
Like I got dog hair on me, whatever. But I love to feel beautiful too. And so, yeah, there's times that I do post filtered selfies.
Yeah.
That's cool
Yeah.
if you want to do that.
But you
for
don't
the
do
love
it
of
all the
God,
time.
Put one on there so we can find you if you're missing because we need to know what you look like.
And be proud of yourself.
And quit,
and
quit
if you-
catfishing people, man.
Yeah.
Even in person, just stop. Let's start being ourselves and let's start being, demanding that if someone wants to love us, they're going to love us for ourselves, not for who we can be shown as.
So we mentioned Victoria's Secrets earlier,
Yeah.
and I said, so the youngest model on Victoria's Secrets, guess when she was discovered how old she was?
11.
You're close. 14.
That's
And she
actually
was-
older than I would have ever thought.
The youngest model that's in the lineup,
Right.
that has been was Taylor Hill. She was 19. But yeah, it's like, oh man, these kids are just younger and younger, and
Yeah, we need to start showing them to be proud of who they are.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
if they want to change something, then that's on them. I understand that, but let's just start being proud of who we are.
And we say that to you listeners because we're proud of you, and be the beautiful person that you are. But
And
you
love
know
your
what?
ugly.
And
Love your ugliness.
Love your ugly, and understand that we all have some ugly. And I don't care how beautiful you think somebody is, we all have some ugly. And just remember that your beauty really and truly, and people say this and you kind of go, yeah,
on the
blah, 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 blah.
inside.
It is on the inside and it shows on the outside. That's where it comes from.
I have
And
beautiful kidneys.
So, okay, I wasn't going to go that far. But anyway, love yourself and know that the beauty shines outward.
So listen, that is all the insanity that we have for today. We do appreciate all of our listeners joining us here at the Rabbit Hole Studio each and every week. So listen, follow us on Facebook. It's A Boomer and a Gen Xer Walk Into a Bar, the official podcast. Like us if you have feedback, if you have a question, if you have a show topic, hey, drop us an email at boomerandgenxer@gmail.com. If you have hate mail, well, filter that shit because I don't care. So until next week, I'm Bobbi Joy.
And I'm Jane Bird.
And you're stuck with us.
Peace out.
Later.